What's up everyone, and I hope your new year 2023 is off to a great start. Most of us will set New Year's resolutions, but by the end of January, nearly half of all the people that set New Year's resolutions will fail. And by the end of February, that figure is somewhere around 80 to 90% of the people who set New Year's resolutions will then fall back into old habits and old routines. So why do so many people fail? Well, the reason most people fail is because forming new habits is hard. Forming new habits means getting uncomfortable or maybe learning new things, or we focus on what we are missing or what we are giving up in order to get what we want later in life. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to visualize your future in order to energize yourself to achieve your goals. I'm also going to share with you some real practical ways to set goals to begin attracting more of what you want in your life and less of what you do not. And at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how to develop an abundant mindset so that you will begin attracting more abundance into your life naturally. How many times have you set a goal or a New Year's resolution to save more money, make more money, or invest more money, or maybe it's even to lose weight, where within a few days or a few weeks, you fall right back into old habits and old routines? But on the other hand, say there was something that you wanted really bad. Maybe it's a car or a house. You know, how hard did you work in order to be able to purchase that car, or at least make a down payment? It was that desire to purchase that car that motivated you maybe to work extra hours or save extra money in order to be able to afford it and buy it. And so by having a vision of what it is that you want, that will inspire you to go out and work for your goals and do whatever is necessary in order to be able to achieve them, is key. So how can we use visualization to visualize the things that we want in our lives in order to give us the energy that we need in order to go out and work for them? First of all, it's important to have a list or make a list of the things that you want in your life so that you can begin narrowing your focus on how you can achieve that goal. Once you've made a list and prioritize a list, then you can move on to visualizing what it is that you want to help strengthen the emotional connection of what it would feel like to be able to have that new thing. So say you wanted a new house. Maybe you want to visualize, what does that house look like? What style is it? How many stories is it? How many rooms does it have? What kind of furnishings and finishings does it have? How big is the yard? Does it have a patio or an outdoor living space where you can entertain guests? What color is the house? Or what does this landscaping look like? When I did this exercise several years ago, I made a list of everything it is that I wanted. I knew I wanted at least 2 acres within a certain price range, and I knew that I wanted to build a certain style house and have enough room to build a Airbnb property on it with room for expansion of a future forever home on it. And I spent about the next 6 months looking with a realtor for some property to be able to do this. We looked every weekend at properties. I was doing my research on the computer, but I wasn't able to find exactly what I wanted. I knew I wanted something with a view, and I knew that I wanted to be in a certain area, but we couldn't find what I was looking for in the price range that I wanted. Then one day while driving around, I remembered this technique that I learned at a real estate seminar several years earlier when I had began flipping homes. And it was that you could basically look up people's information on the property owners of a lot if you had their tax ID number. So then I went on to Google and went on a website, a county website, that showed the property maps within the county. And this website was very useful because I knew I wanted something with a view, and it also had topographical maps in there so I could see the surrounding area. I then went on to the county tax site and took that tax property number and put it in there, and it gave me the names and the addresses of the people who own those properties. I then made a list of 10 properties that looked like that fit my search criteria, and I wrote each of the owners a note with an offer and gave them my phone number and asked them to call me if they're interested in selling. 3 out of those 10 owners actually called me back, and the one property that I really wanted was the one I was able to get at a price that was lower than the market value because there was no realtor involved and it was an owner-to-owner transaction. The point of me saying all this is, for the majority of my life, I've always been a very logical thinking person. And now that I'm a content creator, I realize the link of visualizing what you want in combination with creative imagination to manifest. Next, I think it's important not only to have a list of the things that you want, but also to make a list of the things that you do not want in your life. I think any rational or logical thinking human being can realize that we cannot do and achieve everything in life, so we should get specific about what it is we want to do in our life. And so by making a list of the things that we do not want in our life, it saves us endless time and confusion and frustration, and it gives us more focus and clarity on the things that we do want, so we have more energy to put into those things. So say maybe that your goal is that you want to make more money or you want to earn more money, but you're spending hours and hours scrolling through social media or watching TV. One of the best ways I found to create a new habit is to replace a bad habit with a good habit. And this will give you more energy, and as you begin building and forming new habits, then you'll want to begin building and forming even more new habits that give you more and more energy. One of the things I've learned about working from home is I don't get as much movement as I used to. So for the past several months, I've been trying to get out and actually move more rather than just getting out once a day to go work out. In addition to having a list of the things that you do want and a list of the things you don't want, you can also work on developing an abundance mindset. What is an abundance mindset? Well, if you think about it, what are abundant people doing? Look around, take a look. See if there's someone around you that's doing something that you want to do, and then ask them how they're doing it. When you're operating at the level of abundance, then abundance is more naturally attracted to you. So how do we develop an abundance mindset? First of all, you may have a goal, or you may have a dream, or there might be something that you want. So you know that you want something. But a lot of times what happens is people go around thinking that somehow their life is incomplete because they don't have that thing. So instead of focusing on what it is that is missing in your life, be thankful and grateful for the things that you already have. A lot of people are really good at setting goals and achieving them, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if we get wrapped up in this loop of I want more and more, then we end up spending our whole lives just working and never really truly enjoying life. And we get frustrated when things don't go our way. An abundance mindset spends the majority of its time in a happy and healthy place. And that's not to say that life is always perfect, but there's a real balance there that you want to be able to actually live your life and enjoy your life while working towards your goals. And have the knowing that if you keep working towards your goals day after day, week after week, with consistency and persistency, then you will eventually achieve it. Another thing that abundant people do is they practice giving. They practice giving of themselves. They practice listening to other people and supporting other people and lifting them up. When you give from your heart, or when you give from your soul, to help somebody else out without expectation for receiving anything else in return, then that is true giving mastered. And so when you're operating at this mode, you then begin to feel more peace, love, and joy, and even bliss. And ultimately, all the things that we want in our life is just to make us feel better. So if we can operate from an abundance mindset of where we're giving of ourselves, giving of our hearts, then abundance will naturally be attracted to you. All right, everyone, I hope you have a healthy and prosperous 2023. If you want to learn more, you can check out one of these videos over here. Thank you.